And a gi. Oh, I'm actually asking honestly. I don't know. Do you know any?
Yeah, in Brazil they call gi.
Okay.
Australia it's called gi in Australia and kimono in Brazil.
Well, see, Rick is half Japanese, right?
Yeah.
When I heard you guys at the gym calling it a kimono, I'm like, that's like an outfit. I heard that word going, wow, that's like an outfit in Japan, like you'd go out wearing a kimono.
No, okay, so kimono, in the sense of like what geishas wear, that's a kimono. But if you look at the word kimono, it is...
What do you say with an Aussie accent like kimono?
Kimono.
Let it out. Come on.
Because I've got an accent
This
either
is a language
way.
lesson.
I've got an accent either way because, like, you know, the different dialects in Japan. So either way, it's going to be, someone's going to pick up on some kind of accent. But anyway, if you make a direct translation of it or interpretation of it, it's something that you wear. And gi, like, because you said it's called gi.
Gi, yeah.
Gi, the kanji. Do you know what kanji?
Yeah.
Yeah. The kanji for gi and the kanji for ki in kimono are exactly the same, and it means to put, like, it's apparel. It's, you know, something that you wear. So
like a costume?
Yes. No. Just anything like shirt, anything that you put on your body that is clothing is either ki, mono, or gi. So both are correct.
Okay. Oh, you passed the first test, Rico.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Good answer.
What about you, Fabio?
Phew.
What about me?
I just miss hearing you talk.
No, look, as far as I know, Brazil has always been kimono. The gi, it's an expression that I think it started to actually, you know, be part of the jiu-jitsu when it reaches English-speaking countries.
Yeah.
And I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that you're right.
Yeah.
It's all
It's the same thing.
derived from the Japanese. Yeah.
Because basically kimono is like the clothing, but when you put it with, say, judo, you can say it's the kimono for judo, or you can make it into one word, which is judo-gi.
Can we call a friend for that one?
Yeah.
Why don't you just call Kaori and see what she...
Yeah. Oh, she knows everything about everything.
Anyway,
that's my wife.
I'm going
same
with that.
thing.
That sounds absolutely perfect for me, man.
No, but it is. It's the same thing. It's like basically what you wear to do a particular thing. And if there's no specific thing that you're going to put that piece of clothing on for, then you just use kimono. Yeah. But when it's
elaborating a bit more on that kimono, and with Alex here, it's the guy that has pretty much today a big slice of the market in Australia, I reckon.
Thank you.
Yeah, you should. I think, everywhere you go today with the big athletes and, the good athletes in Australia. Australia has become such a big part of the jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu scenery internationally, with so many very talented guys. And Alex is being present, supporting them, sponsoring them, and a lot of these guys, I reckon. So, but elaborating a bit more on that, gi thing, this is a funny thing because I'm very, I'm what I say, the last generation of old school people in jiu-jitsu. After me, I think you start having the new generations, and I still remember times when we used to have only probably 2 or 3 kimono brands to train with, and today is such a diverse market, isn't it? And I think it must be so hard for you guys to compete out there. But for us as athletes, it's amazing because we have so many options. We can, you can try, and you like this one, you don't like this one. There's such a variety in prices, such a variety in models, colors, designs, and
and it just looks cool too. Like from being a new guy in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to be able to show up. You were laughing at me. You said, "What color gi do you want?" I said, "Black." He goes, "Why?" I said, "Because it looks tough." He goes, "You're not tough." I went,
That's not what I said. I said, how bad does it look, a guy with a black kimono wearing a white belt?
But going back to your point just before...
That's a good point.
If you were to look at video of, say, Taekwondo or anything like that, they don't have cool patches and stuff because I guess the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gi has exploded so much.
Yeah.
There's so many cool things. So it's more like a cool outfit because not really anyone loves to wear a gi.
No.
You know, it's like a hot towards.
Not in the Gold Coast. I used to love to wear it when I was in Sydney. Now I just don't like it as much.
So is it really thick? Is it?
Yeah.
Brazilian
So it's the
Jiu-Jitsu
yeah.
kimonos are thicker than any other kimono, I think.
And like you Gold Coast, you know, like Sydney. But if you go Sydney, the people who love jiu-jitsu have 10, 15 gis at home.
Easy.
Like you open their wardrobe, like it's like
Really?
I used to
Yeah,
have
Like a
love it.
girl's shoes.
like a girl shoes. Exactly.
I used
It
to
is.
have 18
It is.
kimonos at one time, and it's just I use 3 kimonos a day when I'm teaching. So for me, it's kind of like a job,
A necessity,
tool
yeah.
of the trade. But yeah, it's different here. I noticed it's harder to wear kimonos here.
Yeah, and you know, speaking of my wife, my poor wife, just she's at the gym 5 times a day, so she's washing gis,
Every day.
and they're bit legacy gis or Braus gis. Like that's just a constant washing that's going on with these gis because we're in Queensland. You just sweat like crazy.
If you want to look after the gear, you have to wash like the blacks with the blacks, the whites, the blue, or you mix it up colors and mix it up everything.
Who's got time to do that?
Do you do YouTube? That could be your thing. YouTube.
Oh yeah.
How to wash a gi.
I have video how to wash the gear. Yeah, on
But
Braus
what about-
website.
What about dry? Because if they're that thick, it would take quite a while for them to dry. So you wouldn't want it to be raining, would you?
No, it's just, but it's
like a gear. If you want to look after the gear, you have to dry on the shade, no sun.
Oh,
Yeah.
not in the dryer.
No in the dryer, no way.
Do they shrink?
Shrink if you put in the dryer.
do
So
they?
you have to if you want to look after your gear and last long, you have to be careful.
Fabio,
Yes,
are we on air?
we are.
How come I don't have a notification?
what?
What are you
That
doing
we're
to
on?
me, Drew?
You can't see it?
I can't.
Just go to the page.
Have you liked the page?
Yeah.
Yes,
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Hey, are you telling me that Braus started in 2014?
2014, yes.
Man.
Yeah.
He's
That's
a
a
new boy in a game.
Yeah, well,
I am.
100%. Like, so, Fabio, how long have you been doing jiu-jitsu?
I've been training since 1995. Yeah, that's when I started training jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
As a white belt in
What's
Brazil.
that then? How many years is that?
Oh, man.
Okay. Matt G from London?
We got a special
20,
person
23?
just for calculation.
23?
33 years.
23.
Yeah,
23
years.
Yeah.
Man, so you every single shot I see of some sort of competition, because I'm the new guy who likes everything on Instagram.
Yeah.
So anywhere,
you.
that blows my mind. It's like as far as a business, yeah, you're everywhere. So I just read yesterday how you got to the name Braus, which is a cool word to say in Australia, to be able to say like Braus.
Braus.
But it's the mixture of Brazil and Australia.
Yeah,
BRAUS.
AUS.
Yeah,
Is that what it is?
So you like to,
Braus kimonos. Don't leave home without yours.
Yeah.
Good on you, Bill.
All right. So now this is
I'm going to get in trouble with promoting Braus so hard.
Yeah, I know. Which is why I'm going to bring it up now. I'm going to bring it up now. See, what's interesting, Fabio, when you were on the last show, which could have been like 6 or 7 months ago now.
Serious?
Maybe.
Oh, my God.
Actually,
You were telling us-
because it was cold.
Time
It was
flies,
winter.
doesn't it?
You're telling us about the, and now I really understand, like, there's an interpolitical thing that happens between gyms, which is natural because we won't go over that again necessarily because you're training a certain group, but I didn't realise until I saw Alex at the cafe the other day, and he just had congratulations, a new little baby boy. And I thought,
Thank you.
and I'd already
11 weeks old.
I'd already asked Fabio to do tonight, and I thought, what a great thing to put two of you guys who I know, who met at the same time, in the same room together to educate the world about your world, but then I realised, oh geez, is that
Politically correct?
yeah? Because who knows? Who knows the way things work?
For Braus, everything is politically correct.
Oh, look.
Yeah, well, that was, yeah, of course.
Alex has already, worked with Legacy as well in Sydney. As business transactions go, there's always, business, One day, Braus was the best deal for Legacy. Another day, somebody else was on a better deal for Legacy. That doesn't diminish anything that Braus does today, and doesn't diminish anything that Legacy does today. Yes. It's just business interests, they just change. So at this level, I don't think there's any political issue whatsoever. That's why when you ask, Fabio, you'll be all right, I say, he's although he does train in another gym.
But Mike, I train in Legacy sometimes. I train a few times.
Yeah, we kicked your butt.
And like my masters know, I tell him, I cross training. I have my business kimono. I say I have to go train with Bob in Brisbane. When I go to Melbourne, I have gym to train with. I have friends there, so everyone opened the gyms to me. And in these days, have team, yes, everyone have your own team, but
he's what we call the sluts of jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, look at him. He's handsome too. Look at him. Of course, he can walk in and go.
Do you guys need us to take a break so you guys can talk a bit?
Well, that's what's interesting for you. Yeah. Name me. Okay, Rika.
Yes.
Name me another rep, a sales rep that has a company that gets to go around and try and sell all their stuff, but end up cuddling with the boss, wrestling, trying to choke each other out, and shake hands at the end and say, do you still want to buy my geese?
Sorry.
So even in a boxing gym, you could be selling punch
bag
fitness gear down here. Hey mate, this is what we're trying to sell. Do you want to spar?
Okay. No, well, I don't know that.
That's how different it is.
I don't know anything I don't know that kind of relationship in that world. But I'm pretty sure Nikki Knights has that kind of relationship.
Oh yeah.
With her.
Yeah, we did a podcast show with a wine rep. You're exactly. Actually, she would be beaten up more than everyone else. So her job is to go around to every winery and every restaurant and every pub, trying to sell the latest and greatest stuff. Right. Well, she has to crack a bottle. She's beautiful, so she's part of the. Do you want to have a drink? Of course. Well, it's just Friday afternoon. Next minute, she's Ubering, getting out there.
She is, and she loves it. She loves her product, and she loves.
Yeah.
Something she's just so passionate about.
Yeah, but the difference is, there's such even the mention of and this is just man stuff. If you were a gym here, even if it's a CrossFit gym, like some sort of gym, and there's a CrossFit gym down the street, we could be best friends. No, we won't. We could say we could be best friends, but at the same time, that's the other gym. And you're actually floating between them.
I don't float between them. I train in Flow in Coolangatta, and my business partner training garage in Flow.
Who?
Flow.
My son went there. They're great guys.
And my business partner training garage in Sydney. He always there. I used to train there as well before coming to Gold Coast, but I train sometimes. I go there. I train I think twice with Fabio. Sometimes I go to Melbourne train. I believe you don't have to train everywhere, jumping around. Of course not. You train, you have your own gym. But these days, with globalization, if you want to go have a mate train another gym, why not you go there, have a row? Have a fun night, and then come back to your gym. You don't need to be jump training there every day in different gym. You have your gym. Maybe have people do that, but I'm not talking about this type of people. I talk about people who train in a gym, and sometimes he goes see friends or travel, cross training. Not a problem.
This is a very fine line, between, again, the old school jiu-jitsu people and the new, and more it's dying down because exactly what Alex says. It's just pure globalization has changed the way that everything works in the world, including jiu-jitsu. If you travel, let's say you're part of whatever flag you are, you train with one gym and you go to Europe and you go to a country that does not have a gym associated to your gym. What do? You don't train jiu-jitsu because of that? No, you just go and train with whoever is there. And that has created a whole new approach to jiu-jitsu in the world. Now, you ask old school people, what do they think about that? they don't really like it. They'll growl at you. They'll bark at you, and they'll tell, nah, you okay. You know.